In 2023, we became the new owners of an abandoned farm in central Portugal. Follow our story of resilience, growth, and the pursuit of a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life. Together we'll celebrate the beauty of nature, the joy of learning, and the wonders that await as we embrace the Portuguese culture and create our own unique escape within the breathtaking landscape.
What is up? Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. But today, lots of little sort of in-between jobs that I haven't quite done yet, jobs that I haven't quite finished yet. So yeah, busy day ahead, let's go. I'm going to, first of all, go to my local nursery or plant shop. I want to try and get some sort of membrane and some cloning, like powder or liquid, so we can try and clone some cuttings. But yeah, follow along for the journey and let's see what we get done today. I want to build a raised bed, so let me flip the camera. So here's where we planted all the trees last week, and I want to set up a raised bed here. So first of all, I'll need to collect some bricks. We have some red bricks, some old red bricks over here somewhere by the carport, and some old tiles, so I want to utilise those and plant an asparagus raised bed here. So I might cut in a few little images of me getting the bricks and doing some of that stuff, but hopefully we can whiz through and get this done really quickly. So I was hoping to just go ahead and start putting the bricks on the ground to plan it out, but it's, I don't know if you can see behind me, the grass is quite long, so I think I need to do a little trim first. Let's go. Officially done with this project. Well, we need to fill it up with dirt and some gravel. I may change the plastic liner for cardboard, but yeah, time to get some cardboard, some soil, some compost, and maybe some logs. But this is the finished product. Right guys, this metal strip here needs to go up there behind me. So I'm going to drill some holes through the metal, and then we're using these again, these tacking screws that are like this. So I can just make a hole with the hammer drill into the mortar and then just tap them in and they'll go straight in. But just quickly, here's a little caterpillar I found. It's not a processionary caterpillar. It's one of the white cabbage caterpillars, so I'll leave him be for now, but let's carry on with some work.
We don't belong here. I want more out of life. The longer we stay here, our boots get stuck in the mud. Let's pack up a life, baby, and call it a night. 'Cause the longer we stay here, the harder the fight. I said, hey, yeah, 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 call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark, ain't nothing but a one way. We won't regret this, let's kiss the past goodbye. I'm longing to live this free life I've been hearing about. You will see us howling like wolves in the night. 'Cause nothing is stronger than wanting what you might get.
I had to make a dry spade. I was getting absolutely soaked, so it's primitive. Would I win a lone TV series with that? Absolutely not, but it's going to keep me dry and the generator dry, so let's carry on. Guys, I just spent the last 10 minutes making a bit of a shelter because the rain was chucking down, so I made this basic tarp sort of shelter covering the tools, the cement mixer, the generator, and then the sun came.
Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you? Oh, 'cause as long as we're together, home can be a million different things. I said, hey, yeah, 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 call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark, ain't nothing but a one way.
Everyone, we have the cement mixer up and running. We have the generator up and running. I've turned it off briefly because it's so loud, but I'll show you what we're doing. So, we've made a bit of a mini ring beam around this metal. It's all propped up into place, both sides. Then we're going to pour down here. So these screws will have a bite, so it doesn't just move freely. And then that's it. The story of the metalwork is done. So when we get all four poured, and then I'll show you tomorrow how it looks. So I brought up a little bit too much, but let's pour some.
We stay here, our boots get stuck in the mud.
So it's pretty loud, but I was told by a good friend that if you have leftover cement, which we do, I was told to flick it on the wall, and then it makes for a good base for the first coat of render, so that's what we're doing. I know it's called the cow shed, but it currently looks like cow pat, so let me show you. You ready? It looks awful, but I was told by a good friend of mine that this is what you do if you have leftover cement to prep a block wall ready for sand cement render. So taking the advice of the experts, so if it doesn't work, but let's see you tomorrow for the reveal. Guys, the time has come to reveal the concrete. It doesn't have to be perfect because there are bricks underneath the actual metalwork. They just have to be neat enough to pass. So let's have a look. One thing I would recommend is always having washers around because they're so useful. Without the washers, I couldn't get a good bite on the OSB. The screws would just sink, so yeah. Let's have a look. Let's do it together. I'm hoping this comes off. Come on. It's fixed quite hard. There we go. Perfect. It still looks, it's been 2 days. There's still some water in it maybe. But there we go. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. This one was the first one we did. This is the one I'm probably most worried about. So let's have a little look. Come on. The OSB really has stuck to the cement. There we go. Oh no, that's good. Yeah, again, happy with that. Perfect, so the next task will be to do the roof. So that might be the next video or the one after, but well, the next thing is to get the roof on, so let's get this roof on soon. So the second this roof is on, we can really start to look at the barn and start to do some real nice, interesting work up there. So yeah, not too much long with the cow shed, then we're on to other projects. So exciting times. Absolutely glorious day today. So it's been quite a lot of rain the last week, so I've been dying to prune the trees, but you can't do it for after maybe 3 or 4 days worth of sun. Just so there's little risk of infection to the trees. So I've gone and bought this. It's a Stihl MSA 60C. It's an electric chainsaw. It's nothing massive, it's just a pruning chainsaw. So there's my arm next to it. So it's not huge, but we haven't got any huge trees apart from the big chestnut. But my job today is going to be to prune some of the olives, prune some of the pear trees. Let me show you what I mean by. So our fabbers are coming up, which is nice. So this tree here, can you see how it's all clustered around here, and then these shooters come up, so they need to go. Same with a lot of the olive trees, all bunched up and then really tall bits. So that's the plan. Cut all of those shooting up bits, and then if I can get all of that done, we can maybe think about neatening them up a little bit. I am new to this, so you'll be able to see and have a look and tell me if I'm doing a good job or not. But I think cutting something off these trees will be better than doing nothing, because I do think they are struggling a little bit, so they're just really tall and thin. So that's what we're doing today, pruning the trees. So I'll probably set the camera on time lapse and just show you some before and afters to see what you think. Am I doing it good or do it bad? But we opted for a electric chainsaw because, one, the weight, they're a lot lighter. I wouldn't recommend holding it out at an arm's reach, but you can. Also, the plan is to be solar on the cow shed down there, so it gives us an opportunity that we can use them and charge them, use them and charge them. So yeah, let's see how this holds out. Let's go.
Take every brother and sister of mine. We roll in the sunshine and sleep when it's dark, hoping to find somewhere we can home. But it's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black, 'cause it's black, it's all black, black water. If I had some time, I'd be biting it well, but my house is on fire, there's no one left to tell. Just take what is given, the doors have been sealed. Just breathe in the poison and hope God is real. I'll pick you violet flowers if I get there faster than you. I'll pick you violet flowers if I get there faster than you. 'Cause it's mad, yeah, it's mad. Oh, the whole world's mad. 'Cause it's mad, it's all mad. It's mad out there.
Is it perfect? Absolutely not, but it looks a hell of a lot better than before. I'll give you a bit of a view. So a lot of the bulk has been taken out, as you can see on the floor. Taking a lot of the height out. And like I said, we can come back with some pruners and try and neaten things up, but just want to take the majority of the growth out, so hopefully it encourages things to grow sideways and not so much up. Someone described it to me as you want a bird to be able to fly straight through, so there we go. So now we have a few more.
'Cause it's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black. 'Cause it's black, it's all black, black water.
So guys, I'll show you what I mean. So I've cut this limb off, but the wood seems really good. It seems like it's in good condition, but you can really get a feel for the size of these vines, so give you some perspective. So here's my hand on the olive, and then these vines are like 3 fingers thick, so they're big old chunky things. So I'm going to try and make some cuts and get these off, see if we can bring any life into this part of the tree, because it's completely covered in these vines, but the wood seems good. So let's carry on, see what we can find.
Cause it's black, yeah, it's black. Oh, the water's black. Cause it's black, it's all black, black water.
Oh, that was a hot one. The camera is actually really hot too. This looks a little bit butchered, but this branch that was overhanging, it was completely rotten. There was woodlouse and there was ants and there's all sorts of bugs inside. So, and the vine was actually growing through it, so it was game over. But the trunk of this tree is massive. So I've left this growth here. It's a bit of a sucker, but it can hopefully turn into some nice lateral branches. Again, one here as well that can, I'll train this to grow outwards. Same as these two around here, trying to promote them to grow all directions. I've left this one here just for a bit of extra growth. Maybe next year we cut this across there, but I'm leaving it for now just in case there's any energy still in this tree. But yeah, I'm going to take off some of this ivy, but some of the pieces, I don't know if you saw on the time lapse. Let me show you. Oh, I put one in my pocket. So I'm being blinded by the sun here, but that's it. That was the ivy vine, absolutely huge. So I think this has got a much better chance this year to thrive. I'm not hoping out for any olives this year, but looks good.
Going through the motions, I'm dreaming of the ocean as I swim above a riverbed. Life is so fraudulent. Towel off my guilt as I shuffle through the silt. Draw a line in the sand, wonder where I should stand. I don't wanna be the one who's loose with all the bad news. It's not mine to tell. I'm not a vessel, I'm a shell, full of dark matter with just a smattering of a warm glow. It's the only thing I'll let show.
Well, that was a whole sweaty day. We finished most of the trees in this area. First of all, this saw was a beast. Got through anything I tried, and some of the bits were big old chunky bits. So we have some nice pruned pear trees here, and then we've got a row of pear trees over here. I'll show you. Hopefully it comes up on camera because it was hard work. I will put in some pictures before and after so you can sort of see the brutality. So I'll try and get out the light. There's a whole row of pears running down here, so you should be able to see. Can you see them? They're all nicely, what's the word, pollarded. I can't remember, but they're all, well, I clear all this wood, but they're all nicely trimmed. I'll try and come the other side because maybe with the sun the other side you can see it better. So there you go, all sort of the same level, apart from this massive olive tree. I'm not quite sure what to do with that. I need to get the ivy off it first, but it's a beautiful old tree. Maybe just leave it to it, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 25 trees we've pruned today, and that still took I've got 2 batteries for it, but the second battery's on 2 bars, so it's been really good. Can't recommend it enough. It would definitely have been a few tanks of fuel if it had been a petrol one. But that's it. That is job number, I think it's job number 3. Well, one of the jobs will be the clear up, but I'll do all the other olive trees probably tomorrow, and I'll show you some pictures maybe, but I won't bore you with the whole process. I'll maybe take a pan of the field before, then a pan after, so you can see the difference, if you can see the difference. But that's another job done. So what's next? So one of my last jobs for the day is I've got 12 bulbs which I've had in the car for a bit too long, but I'm going to plant them around this tree, the sweet chestnut tree at the front of the house. So 12 bulbs, I'll treat it like a clock, 1 on every hour. So I'm going to plant these, and then hopefully this year we'll get some nice flowers. Right, and this is the last one. I need to make sure I don't tread on the ones I've just planted, but I can't remember what they were. I went to the plant shop and looked for daffodils, but they didn't have any, so they were a mixture of different lilies and tulips and stuff, so let's see how they look. But this is the last one. I'll place it there for a minute. So hopefully these survive, because I've been told that the squirrels and the rats like to dig them up, so let's see in a few months' time, see some lovely flowers around this tree. So guys, sun's setting. I think one of the last jobs for me today is to start clearing some of this grass. I really want to use a ride on the lawnmower, but I can't whilst it's so long, so unfortunately it's trimming time. But go on mate, make the most of it, so enjoy the sun, get some work done. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week, and you can watch me do a little bit of trimming. See you next week.